If you're on a MacBook, it will ask you, dependent on the system preferences, if you want to allow use of your microphone and camera. You will allow. And let me unblock my camera here. So this is me, and you can choose to join with camera and microphone, or you can join without your camera and only your picture will appear. So I'm going to join now. And you see, I'm waiting for others to join the team. While we wait, I will show you some of the features available to you. Here is the microphone. Obviously, you can mute or unmute yourself. This is an open share tray. So here you can share your screen with the other participants. As you can see, I can choose to share my desktop window or any of these other presentations that I have been working on will appear here. I also have access to a Microsoft whiteboard and a freehand InVision. So the whiteboard allows you to do some pretty cool things, like writing and joining. So I could choose to share my desktop. Again, this is a MacBook, and you know you have to give permission. You can deny permission here, or you can open your system preferences and allow it to record. We're going to click and just say later. You will click on the screen, the application window, or the Chrome tab that you want to share. As you can see, I have my calendar there. I have the SGSC home screen pulled up as well, or the training team, which is now. I can just choose. If you choose one of those tabs, you will only share that tab. If you move out of that tab, it will not be seen. Your application window, which is what I'm on, or my entire screen. I'm going to share my entire screen. And then this is me sharing my screen, which is just more of my screen. So you can stop sharing here. This is more actions. You can turn off an incoming video. So if people who are joining in the meeting here, you can start a recording of your meeting here. Your keypad, enter full screen, and different device settings here. Speakers, which camera you want to use. Let's say you have a laptop, but you also have an external camera hooked up. You would select which one there if you want to. If you raise your hand, let's say you're in a meeting and there's a speaker. You have a question. You may not exactly want to turn on your mic because there may be a lot of feedback in the background, a lot of noise. So you raise your hand. Your hand will be raised and that everyone in that meeting will see. And then once you're acknowledged, you can lower your hand. Your conversation. Here you can start a conversation with anyone that is in the meeting. Something to take into consideration is that once you join a meeting, you will not be able to see who joined before you under this feature here. Participants. You can see that these are the people that were invited into our meeting, and everyone who is currently in the meeting will appear under this tab. Anyone who was invited but did not attend the meeting will be here. So this one will give you a little bit more insight into who actually did show up to the meeting. Because remember, on the chat bar, you will only be able to see people who joined the meeting after you did. And this is where you hang up your call. Hi, Andrew. I have covered a navigation pane here. So now I'm going to try to share the screen again. We go through the same process. And now I'm sharing my screen, which is just more screens. Again, you would just choose to stop sharing here. Andrew, would you care to share your screen on your end so they see what a screen share looks like?
Okay. I'll go ahead and open the share screen button, click on desktop, and then there. This is what that share screen looks like. Now, if I click back on this, you can see where I went to. Here's the share screen button on my screen. And if I want to stop sharing, because currently I am, you can see the red box outlining the entire screen, showing that you are sharing. You can click stop sharing.
Thank you, Andrew. And remember, you can turn on your camera here. Depending on the type of meeting that you're joining, they may not want you to have your camera on, and they may also ask you to mute your microphone, which you would do here.